okay, we will concentrate on thinking, okay? How many topics do we usually bring to you in the exam? Usually I bring you 2 topics, and you have to choose one of them, okay? Now, the next step, let's move to the next step. What do we have in the next step? Planning. Can you build a building without a design? Of course, no. Okay? So in order to have a very good essay that I will take, okay, a very good mark for it, I have to plan well, what am I going to do in my essay? And I mean by planning, brainstorming for ideas, just jot down. In the body paragraph, I need 3 main ideas. What are the 3 main ideas I will concentrate on? Then I will write headlines, okay? Or just a phrase or a word which will remind me of the sentence which I'm going to talk about. Then I will ask myself, what am I going to do in the introduction? What am I going to write? How am I going to begin my topic? Am I going to begin with a question, with background information, with statistics, with a story, with a shared experience, which we are going to discuss later on? These are the things that you have to worry about when you are planning for your essay. And then you ask yourself, how am I going, okay, to end up my topic, my essay, my conclusion? Am I going to end with a line of poetry, a piece of wisdom, a proverb, okay, a verse from the Holy Quran, an advice, a recommendation? All of these I wanted to think of and to spend another 5 minutes thinking, okay, for planning. So the first 10 minutes are going to go for the first 2 steps. Then comes, okay, the writing process. So when you write your essay, I don't want to see anybody who's writing immediately, right away. Just take your time, think about the topic, think about, okay, the 2 topics before you choose one to write about, okay, plan well what you intend to do, and then, okay, I want you to move, okay, to the writing process. And look at the chart now, how much time do we have to spend? Okay, 30 minutes. So right next to writing, 30 minutes for the writing process. Why 30 minutes? You are asked to write about, okay, 3 paragraphs. So, okay, 3 paragraphs. So each paragraph needs at least 10 minutes to write a well-supported paragraph. Now, students usually ask me, how many sentences or how many lines do I need to write? First, we are interested in quality, not quantity, but still, you cannot give me a paragraph of 2 lines. You have learned in 99 that a full paragraph should at least have 5 sentences, right? In 111, since you are now advanced learners of English, I suggest, okay, that to keep your paragraphs of a length between 5 to 8 complete sentences. Okay, so write it down, so you're not going to ask me about this in the exam. It has to be 5 to 8 sentences, complete sentences. Okay? Pardon. Then we are left with the last 10 minutes, which are going to go to what? To revising and editing. Okay? Revising and editing. You remember the letter we did last week with Katie and we corrected all her mistakes? Okay, I want you to revise and edit. What do we revise for? We revise for grammatical mistakes. We revise for spelling, punctuation marks, okay, missing words, word order, the choice of your words, okay, the organization of the essay. I need to see 3, okay, separated paragraphs, well-written sentences, okay, and these are unity, coherence, the ideas are related to each other. I check that all the sentences serve the thesis statement, which we will talk about in a nutshell. And what is the best policy to revise and to find mistakes before Miss Haneen catches you and deduct marks? What is the best policy? Any idea? Before you start reading it again. Of course, you have to reread it and to fetch for mistakes. But what is the best policy to catch your mistakes before I catch them? And to correct yourself by yourself. To look at this paper as if your enemy has written this. Definitely you have somebody in life whom you hate, right? Don't tell me no. We are not angels. We are human beings. Human nature, okay, is based on the idea that we are always happy with what we do. So we do not see ourselves as mistaken, right? if you look at the paper as if your enemy has written this, imagine for 10 seconds that, okay, if you hate your boss at work, then imagine that this is, okay, written by your boss. If you hate Miss Haneen, then imagine that I have written this and you want to find mistakes for your teacher. Okay? Are you going to find mistakes or not? Of course. If you are an angel, okay, and you like all people, and you don't hate anybody, still you have enemies, okay? Imagine that an Israeli soldier has written this. Then definitely he's our old enemy, so you will find mistakes for him. Correct them. I don't want you to waste your time using corrector. Okay, just delete. I'll give you enough space in the lines. Just delete, okay, and correct the sentences because you don't have time. Okay? Any question about the steps of the writing process before we move into the essay outline? Any question? Yes, please. How do what? I don't want you to count, okay? I said be logical. You cannot have 2 lines as a paragraph, okay? 5 to 8 sentences are good. How do we calculate this? For 1 paragraph, yes. How do we calculate this? For example, in the body, you need a topic sentence, you need a concluding sentence, and you need 3 main ideas. And for each main ideas, we have to prove, okay, to prove the main idea by 1 example, at least 1 example. Sometimes you can add 2 examples. Topic sentence, 3 main ideas, 3 examples for the 3 main ideas, and a concluding sentence are what? 8 sentences. Okay? You have taken this in 99, we will concentrate only now on writing an introduction. Next week we will concentrate on the conclusion because you know well how to write a paragraph, right? The new thing to you is how to make an essay and to write an introduction and, okay, a conclusion. Now I will show you what we do at the end, okay, of the first hour. I will show you how to write a very good introduction, okay? So you can manage, okay, writing 5 to 8 sentences. Any other question about the steps of writing? Let's move, okay, to the outline now of the paragraph. Okay, let's move to the outline of the paragraph. Now, look at the chart which you have. How many paragraphs do we have? How many paragraphs? 3 paragraphs. Introduction, body, and conclusion. If I want to add another paragraph, it should be added to another body. So body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2. You can end up to 5 paragraph essay or 10 paragraph essay. But introduction and conclusion are stable. They don't change. You cannot have more than 1 introduction. Now what I want you to pay attention to is the organization of the paragraph. You can write in 2 ways, okay? Imagine that this is the page that you are going to write your essay on. You learned in 99 that when I want to write a paragraph, I have to leave at the beginning a space, right? Of 1 or 2 words, which we call indentation. So you indent a space here, for example, and then you begin writing, right? And then in the second line, I have to begin from the beginning of the line. I don't, want, to ignore. I have to ignore the indentation. So I continue writing my paragraph till I finish, okay? Then when I want to move to the body, again, I will begin the body over here, and then I will write my body. And then the conclusion, again, I will leave, a space at the very beginning. This is one way of writing. Okay, either you leave a space and you write all the paragraphs one under the other, and you leave a space at the beginning of each paragraph. So I know that this is the beginning of your paragraph. Or the second way is, you begin from the beginning of the letter, of the page, for the introduction, and then when I want to move to the body, if you don't want to leave a space at the beginning, you leave 1 line. So you begin here, the introduction, I don't write anything, the body, I don't write anything here, and then I begin my body. I'm done, then I want to move to the conclusion, I leave a line and then I begin the conclusion, and so on and so forth. Can I make both? Of course, no. Either I leave an indentation at the beginning, or, okay, I leave a line between a paragraph and the other one. Is that clear, young ladies? Okay. Let's look at the chart once again to the essay outline. What did I write under introduction? Thesis statement. Okay. In the paragraph in 99, you learned that the most important sentence is the topic sentence, right? In writing an essay, the most important sentence in the whole essay, not only one paragraph, is the thesis statement. And it carries the main idea which controls the whole essay. In a paragraph, we call it a topic. In an essay, we call it a thesis statement. All the sentences in your essay, when you revise and edit, should be related to what? To this thesis. They should serve this thesis statement. Where do you think the position of the thesis statement is? In a paragraph, where do we put the topic sentence? The first sentence. We don't have an introduction. You begin immediately with the main idea, right? Okay, so it's the first sentence in the paragraph. Okay, where do you think is it in the essay? Very good. Speak up. The last sentence in the introduction. So imagine that this is your introduction. I want to see your thesis statement toward the end. How many thesis statements do we have? Only one. Begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. And this sentence, no matter how long is it, should carry the main idea and should control the whole essay, showing me the topic. Let's see what are the characteristics of a good thesis statement. Move now to page 2. Page 2. And I want somebody to read. But I want good reading and I want you to speak up. Okay? Yes, please. Interrogative? Okay, fine. So, first, it's a complete sentence. Underline this. One sentence only. It expresses a thought. It has to have an idea which is yours. And usually doesn't begin with an interrogative word. What do I mean by interrogative? It doesn't have a question word. There is no why, there is no where, there is no did, there is no have. It has to be a sentence, subject, verb, object, and complement. Okay? It shouldn't be, okay, a question. It shouldn't be an exclamatory sentence. There is no exclamation mark at the end. There is no question mark. There is no question word. It should be an affirmative sentence. Okay? Fine? Example. Read the example, please. Why? Okay, the second one is incorrect. Yeah, because it starts with why, which is an interrogative word or a question word. So we will delete the second one. Okay? Yes. Characteristics number 2, please. Very good. It has to have focus. You cannot write about everything. If I give you, okay, about the importance of sports in our life, you cannot write about all kinds of sports. I wanted to choose one sport and to talk about it, better than listing all kinds of sports and ending up discussing nothing. Okay? If I give you to write, okay, about cars, I don't want you to write about all cars. Okay, first I have to narrow it down. Which kind of a car I'm going to write about? American, German, British, Japanese. Then I have to narrow down my topic. Then I move to the German car. Can I write about all German cars in only 3 paragraphs? Of course, no. So I need to move to, okay, choosing one brand. Okay, I chose, for example, German car. Then I chose BMW. Okay, after BMW, can I talk about all types of cars? The sports BMW, the 4x4? No, I choose one. So I chose, okay, 4x4. Can I write about all the 4x4 BMWs? I have X5, X3, X6. Can I write about all of them in only 3 paragraphs? Of course, no. So I have to narrow down my topic. I choose, for example, X6, and I write about it 3 paragraphs. Then in this way, I have limited down and narrowed down my topic, and it has focus, and I wrote about this car in deep details. If I ask you about the dangers of smoking, okay, then you have to think only of 3 main ideas. I don't want you to tell me about when did, okay, smoking cigarettes begin. I don't want you to tell me who are the countries, okay, which manufacture cigarettes. This can be in the introduction, but you cannot write about everything. Okay, ladies, so I just want 3 dangers of smoking. This is what I mean by having focus. If I ask you to write about, today we are going to discuss the idea, unit 2, the theme of, okay, happiness. So again, I can't, okay, talk about all elements of happiness. At least, okay, I choose 2 elements and I talk about them in deep details. Okay? Read the example now. Very good. So look at the first one. Why is it better from the second one? Look at the second one. What does it say? Taxes are unnecessarily high. Taxes is too general. Where? In which country? He didn't mention. You cannot talk about taxes all over the world in 3 paragraph essay, right? Okay, second, which kind of taxes? We have many kinds of taxes. We have income taxes, we have sales taxes, we have, okay, government taxes, services taxes. So you have to specify which kind of taxes I'm going, okay, to talk about. And then he said are unnecessarily high. But look at the first one. First, he specified the place. He said New York State. He didn't mention all the states of America. Second, he specified which kind of taxes. He said sales taxes, not all kinds of taxes. And he gave me his opinion, which is that they are unnecessarily high. So in my essay, I have to have focus. Take one area and talk about it in details. Okay? Yes, number 3, please. Never ever mention a fact as a thesis statement. You learned in 99 that we use facts as what? Supporting details for our main idea. But you cannot have a fact as a main idea. If you come and tells me the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Okay, what's next? Can you write a 3 paragraph essay about this? Of course no. I wanted to mention an idea that people could disagree with. Okay? How an idea that people could disagree with? Everybody believes, or let's say generally speaking, all of us believe that smoking is dangerous. Right? Okay? But if a student came and said, smoking is the best invention in the world for 3 basic reasons. You may disagree with this, right? But if he mentioned 3 reasons and he said, first, it relieves stress. Second, it helps me lose weight because it cuts my appetite. Third, okay, It helps me concentrate at work and in my studies. Many people cannot focus unless they what? They smoke. One of my friends who is heavy smoker, whenever we are talking to each other, okay, and I want to say she's listening. Maybe she's not focusing. But when I want to tell her something really important, she said, wait, I have to light a cigarette. Okay, why? Because she needs concentration. So, another topic is, okay, everybody knows that being overweight is dangerous for your health. One of my students in the previous semesters came and said, being overweight is the best thing ever happened to me in my life for 3 basic reasons. And she said, first, since I was a child, children were always afraid from me, so I was really comfortable. I have never been involved in a fight. The children always listens to me. I am always the leader in the neighborhood when we play in the street. I am the one to decide who's going to be in which team. And I am always, okay, satisfied because I am the one to decide everything. She said the second reason is that I am always sitting in a very comfortable way, whether at work, in class, okay, or in the bus. She said, whenever I take the bus, whenever I'm in class, nobody sits next to me because I am overweight, so the place is only mine. Nobody will bother me. A classmate will never bother me and tell me, could you please just lend me your pen or pencil? May I use your sharpener? So this helped me to focus in my class, my studies, and I was an A student because of this, because nobody interrupted me in class. She mentioned a third reason. She said, all in all, being overweight means enjoyment for me. How? Okay, she said, whenever I'm invited to a party, I don't have to spend a lot of money caring about clothes or makeup. Okay, I eat as much as I can and I enjoy, okay, the full buffet because I'm not wearing a corset. I don't, okay, care about my shape, okay, just like other ladies do. And if I am going to be in love, the person who's going to love me will love me for who I am, not the way I look. Believe it or not, I gave her full mark for such an essay. So my point is, what is the aim behind giving you these 2 examples? Whatever you are going to say in the essay, I will accept it as much as you can prove it. How do you prove it? By giving me examples from everyday life. Be logical, be realistic. Okay? Is that clear, young ladies? Whatever you say, I'm going to accept as far as you convince me with this. When you want your father to buy you a car, a new brand, okay, a brand new car, you have millions of reasons to convince him. And at the end, he's convinced, right? Okay? A little bit of crying, a little bit of, okay, begging, my friends, comparison, okay, the traffic. You will use Miss Haneen as an excuse. She will kick me out because I'm late, because the driver is stupid, he cannot drive fast. You have millions of reasons to convince him. In writing, I want you to convince me. Don't ever say that Miss Haneen knows exactly what do I mean. Don't ever, okay, take for granted that I know what you want to say. Show me everything you want to say about an idea. You mention an idea, prove it. Elaborate on it. Mention details. Don't say it and then stop. That's why we don't want facts. Because a fact is a fact. You cannot say more about it. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, we cannot say anything more about this. It doesn't need any proof. It is a proof. Okay, ladies, you got this point? Any question about this point? So I want you to have focus and to convince me with what you say. I will accept whatever you say if you convince me with examples and, okay, proofs. Move to the 4th quality, please. Yeah, read the example, sorry, in number 3. When you say cigarettes is expensive, this is a fact. But you cannot add more to this. But when you say, because cigarettes cause diseases, pollute the air, and annoy non-speakers, do you have this? And annoy non-speakers, non-okay smokers, then it should be banned from public places. You convinced me. You gave me 3 reasons why do we have to prevent smoking from public places. And again, be realistic. Can you say that they should be banned from the whole world? Of course no. Why? Because they make good business. Billions of dollars, are the profits of cigarettes and tobacco manufacturing companies. Number 4, please. Characteristics. Characteristics. Ladies, whenever you have a very long word, it's no shame at all to dissect it into small parts. Characteristics. All of you say characteristics. Look at the board. Characteristics. Yes, very good. Okay. Fine. Yes, move please. Okay, to the 4th one. Okay. Never ever show your intention. Don't ever tell me in this essay today I will write about. If you say in this essay, what is this? What is this? This is a book. Have you ever gone to a library or to a bookshop and they wrote here, this is a book? Of course, no. Okay? So don't tell me I'm going to write an essay. Today I will talk about, why today I will talk? Are you speaking or writing? Writing. So avoid using I or we. Show me your writing without saying, today I'm going to write. When you invite people, to lunch or to dinner, you don't say, come on, this is food, eat. They say this, they know that it is food. Or you invite them for what? You invite them to look at the window? Of course, no. You invited them to lunch, so they know that they are going to eat food. So my point is, be logical and realistic. Okay, don't tell me that today I will talk about, or I will write about, or this essay is going to discuss. Is going to discuss, may you already have written, your essay. You know what I mean? Okay. Fine. Now, do you have any question about these 4 qualities or characteristics? So far, so good? Okay. Let's do an exercise. A topic, a statement of purpose, and 2 thesis statements are given. Select the thesis statement that best reflects the purpose for writing. I will give you 3 minutes to do this. I'll put my stopwatch. I want you to read and to choose which is a better thesis statement. Yeah, start. There is another example on page 3. Are you done? Are you done, all of you? You still have 1 minute, but are you done? Did you finish? Yeah, you still have time. Okay, ladies, fine. So, number 1. Yes, who would like to do number 1? Yes, please. Which is better, A or B? A. Okay, why A? Tell me why A is correct. Very good, because I have given 2 reasons. What about B? What is B? Walking is a popular sport that everyone can enjoy. This is a fact. So you cannot add more to this fact. This can be used as a backup, as a proof later on for my main ideas, right? Okay, number 2. Number 2. Who would like to do number 2? Yes, please. B, okay, so again, why? Because how many reasons? Are they 2? 3 reasons. At least I want 3 main ideas in your body which you have to introduce on your thesis statement. What about number 3? Number 3. Yeah? And who else? I want somebody else. What about the others? Yes, please. B, again, very good, because I showed you, okay, why they should be used for city travel. Now, let's take the next exercise. The next exercise, I gave you a topic and a statement of purpose. I want you to write a clear thesis statement, but listen, before you attempt writing, I want you to go back to the 4 qualities and, okay, to write me a very good, okay, thesis statement only about the first one, education. 2 and 3, we will leave them as a homework, okay? And I will give you again another 3 minutes, okay? And I will ask, okay, each one of you to give me her essay, her thesis statement after you finish. Ready? Is there any question about the topic before we move on writing? Yeah, let's start. 1 sentence only. Did you finish? After you write it, just check and make sure, okay, that you reread what you have written, you check the 4 qualities, and then you give it to me. After you rewrite it, read it, check, does it match all the 4 qualities before I show it to Miss Haneen or not? About if you want to specify, but avoid specifications, say in general, okay? Okay, are you done? Yes, get happy. Okay. Fine. Tell me now, are you happy in life? Sometimes? Speak in English. Huh? Yes. Are you happy in life? Who's happy? What makes you happy in life? Can you tell me? What makes you happy in life? Speak up, speak up. Huh? Yes. Your friends makes you happy? Your family, speak up. Okay, your family, my family makes me happy in life. What makes you happy in life? Okay, being with parents, with friends makes me happy. What makes you happy? You look sad today. Why? Tell me. listening one by one. Ready? Okay. Let's shoot.
The Clown Doctor. The Clown Doctor. All over the world, children in hospital are being treated with a new kind of medicine. Laughter. Lucy is 23 and works for Theodora Children's Trust. She is one of many clown doctors who bring a smile to the faces of sick children.
Okay, let's look at this. This is what do we call this title? In this reading. Very good. Introduction. Okay, so I began with general information. I said all over the world, children in Africa are being treated with a new medicine, which is that. Is this my main topic? Or my main topic is the clown doctor? See, so in the introduction, I show general information. The last sentence will bring what? The gist of the reading passage. So here I said, what is the new kind of medicine being used? Laughter. Laughter. What form of speech is laughter? Is it a verb, a noun, an adjective? A noun. What is the verb from laughter? Laugh. Okay, so the verb is laugh. Okay, what is the thesis statement here? She is one of many clown doctors who brings us to the thesis of section. So I know that this passage will talk about the clown doctor, the basic job, okay, and it's a biography, right? Yeah, okay, let's move.
I'm a Theodora Clown Doctor. I call myself Dr. Lulu. I spend 2 days a week in children's hospitals, being extremely silly with my friend and colleague, Dr. Checkers. We make funny faces, tell jokes, and do magic tricks. As I walk into the wards, I blow bubbles, shake hands with the kids, and make up nonsense songs for those children well enough to sing. We take special balloons to make balloon animals and tell funny stories about them. We often meet kids who one week look really sick. Then we go back the next week and they're racing about yelling, "Hi there, Dr. Lulu! Hi, Dr. Checkers!"
Okay, fine. So, how old is Lucy? 23. Does she work alone in the hospital? Who is working with her? Dr. Checkers. Who is Dr. Checkers? What is the relationship between them? Friends only? Friends and colleagues. What's the difference between a friend and a colleague?
I'm naturally a very cheerful person.
What is the meaning of this? I am naturally a very cheerful person. She's always happy. She's optimistic. What does it mean, I am naturally? Yes, it is in her. Look at number 2 in the English word. It means I have a happy personality. Do you see this in exercise 6? Somebody's lost. Do you see this in exercise 6, number 2? Yeah, I am, okay, happy. Naturally, I have a happy personality.
I've always been a clown. In fact, my father's a clown, and I started working with him when I was 8 years old. I knew it was just the job for me, and I became a clown doctor because I think it's a great way to cheer up sick, frightened children in hospital. I wear a fancy coat, a yellow shirt, and tights with big stripes. Also, I have a red rubber nose and wear my hair in crazy plaits.
Okay, so how did Dr. Lulu became a young doctor? Yes, my father, when she was how old? 8 years. So my father was the doctor or now? A clown, so she knew that she would love a job.
Being a clown in a hospital is very tiring, both physically and emotionally. We have to learn not to show our feelings, otherwise we'd be useless.
Okay, they have to learn not to show their feelings. What do you mean? What is their basic job? To do what? To make children happy. If I want to show my true feelings, then we would be useless. What does it mean we'd be useless? Look at number 6, in page 19. We would be no help at all because we are here to make them happy. If I want to show my true feelings, then I would be useless. I couldn't help them. Now, and that's why being a clown doctor is both tiring, exhausting physically and emotionally. Is it really a easy job? Why? Why is it that it's a difficult job to be always happy all the time? Why? Because everybody in life has problems. The stresses of living our daily life, daily life, wouldn't make us happy all the time. Right? Okay, so this is a very difficult job. So it is exhausting them, physically related to the body and emotionally related to the mind. So it is exhausting in both.
Clown doctors are sensitive, but this is not a side most people see. To the children, we're happy all the time. I'm still learning to allow myself to feel sad occasionally. There are special kids you get really close to. At the moment, I'm working with a very sick little girl from Bosnia who speaks no English, so our only common language is laughter. She's been in and out of hospital for operations so many times, and she's always on my mind.
Okay, she says, I allow myself to feel sad occasionally. What do you think occasionally means? Very often? No, occasionally, this is an adverb of frequency. It's like we say usually, sometimes, always. What does occasionally mean? Always? No, always 100%. If she is going to show her feelings always, then they will pick her up at the hospital. Sometimes 50%. Always, I'm saying always, then I will kick her from the hospital. I don't need her. If she will show her true feelings, then she doesn't qualify for this job. Usually 90%. From time to time. From time to time. She's been in and out of hospital for operations so many times, talking about the girl from Bosnia, and she's always on my mind. What does it mean she's always on my mind? Very good. I think about her all the time. I'm thinking about her.
At lunchtime, we eat in the hospital cafeteria, and that's really useful because we meet the nurses and doctors. They tell us about particular kids who they think will benefit from a clown doctor visit. If a child is frightened, perhaps they're being given an injection or some nasty medicine, we can distract them so the nurses can do their job.
Okay, so why is it important to sit and eat at lunchtime in the cafeteria with doctors and nurses? Okay, fine. What is the benefit of those? Yes. Very good. So they can know about other children who really need help. Okay, so what else do they do? If the children are given a nasty medicine, they distract them so that the nurses can do their job. What does it mean, a nasty medicine? Have you always liked the medicine that your mom gave you when you were sick? It is nasty. What does it mean, nasty? It tastes either bad, okay, or it smells bad, right? Okay, so this is the meaning of nasty. Okay, now.
About 6 o'clock, Dr. Checkers and I take off our makeup and change our clothes. We're totally exhausted.
Totally? Really or completely? Completely.
Sometimes I have a night out with friends. It helps me unwind. When I finally fall into bed, I crash out. At weekends, we are often asked to participate in events to raise money for Theodora Children's Trust. It's a charity, so we are paid with the money people give. Being a clown doctor makes the worries of everyday life seem small. All in all, I feel privileged to do this job.
Okay, she says, okay, she take off her makeup and then she goes, okay, where she has a night out with friends. What does it mean to have a night out with friends? Yeah, she goes out, okay. It helps me unwind. She's exhausted. Why does she go with that time? Okay, so what does it mean to unwind? To refresh yourself, to relax, So, عيدكم مبارك صبايا ويعطيكم العافية. Those who are late, okay, just come to me to write.